Hello everyone, welcome to Comedy Night at the Library. I'm emcee and I'm here with Jacky Ng on Two Comics and a Lie. We are each going to share 3 stories about our lives in the recent months. 2 of them are truths, 1 of them is a lie, and we need to figure out which is which. So, Jacky.
Yes.
I hear you have some stories?
I have stories, but I'm not comfortable telling them to you.
Okay, then I'll go first. Story number 1. During this pandemic, I have been banned from a funeral.
Is it because of the safe distancing guidelines like NA don't?
No.
No? Then what?
It was a good acquaintance, and unfortunately he did pass away. And I was planning to go to the funeral. However, I was told via his close relatives that I was not welcome at the funeral. Any questions you want to ask to ascertain the truthiness of that statement? Truthiness is a real word, by the way.
Okay.
Go to the library, read more.
Library. Good.
So, Jacky, I've told you one.
Yes.
Now, tell me yours.
I want to tell you some very spicy stories, Sam. I am a criminal in Singapore.
And what's the story?
Oh, okay. I thought that was like a you know, like to get you excited. I am a criminal, Sam. I was gonna buy the ingredients at the supermarket. While waiting for the bus to go back home, I was really stressed out, trying to get everything. And my receipt, I just like, toss it on the floor. The officer just came up to me like, "Excuse me, sir, we saw you littering. We got body cam footage. You left the piece of rubbish there at the lamppost." And I'm like, oh my goodness. 2 weeks later, then I had to attend court, and I was like, you know, I gotta tell the judge, just really stressed out, you know. And so what happened in the court for all these small cases is we all line up. We face the judge, and I'm like, okay, I need to tell the judge, hope and get some sympathy so I can pay a lower fine. But while I'm queuing up, there was this uncle in front of me that was caught throwing his cigarette butt on the floor. The taxi driver was like, excuse me, your honor, I am a taxi driver, you know, if I cannot afford to pay the fine. And then the judge was like, why you litter? Huh? You want to tell me you cannot afford my fine, but you got money to pick up smoking, such an expensive habit, blah, 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 blah. In my head, I was like, okay, I cannot say anything to this judge. I would just smile at him. And then, my fine was like $500.
Just to let you know, this is sponsored by NLB, not Singapore Police Force. So could tie it back into books.
If you like a book, keep it. If you don't like it, don't throw on the floor. Library, good.
Story number 2. I have recently pitched a show to Netflix, who turned it down on the spot.
True, confirm true. Next story.
I pitched the show I did on Facebook Live and I'm doing on Twitch now called No Right Answers. So the idea is like it's a quiz show with 3 comics. You ask very difficult questions and they come up with funny answers. They try to get it right but they fail miserably. I managed to get in touch with the gentleman and he had a Netflix contact, so I showed up at the offices and I was going and they're like, thanks Sam, but we're not looking right now for any sort of variety content. We're looking for story-based content.
Do you want to ask them whether they want to hear a story about a criminal?
A criminal that litters? In that case, book me, Netflix! I want to be the littering criminal! I need the money! I'll clean your toilets.
I was, I would say abused.
Oh, that's...
Verbally abused by a Chinese lady at the Sembawang hot spring. I rolled up my jeans, I dipped my feet into the pool, and I screamed because the water is so hot. I'm like, ah! And then this lady, she just like, 哎呀，这个男人这么没有用啊. Which means, wow, this man is so useless. And then I'm just like, 你说我没有用? Like, do you just call me useless? And auntie was like, she thought I don't understand Chinese. I think the mask makes it hard for people to tell. Because if you don't know who I am, you can, you know, follow me on Instagram, Jacky Ng Comedy. I have a new Spotify album.
My 3rd and final story. For every single one of the streaming shows I have done since end of March, I have not worn my underwear in any of them.
Wow. I don't think anybody wanted to know that.
To all the creepy people watching, hey, my DBS account number is... Just flash at the bottom of the screen. Just pay now me. I wanted to like properly wear for the to wear good attire for the show, but I kind of got lazy because the first one we did, I was kind of stressing for time and I didn't have time to change. So it was really freeing not having to wear my undergarments on these shoots. And yeah, I just never bothered to put them back on.
Like ever, like...
Even now.
This is separate from my littering case, but I went to lock up overnight. I want to let go, relax a bit. I go to Boki, my friends. You drink and you get drunk and then kick someone.
You physically assaulted somebody.
I don't want to use the word physically assaulted. Let's say I tap him with my leg. And then he not happy, he called police. Then the police come and I had to spend the night there.
Okay, so when you got to the police station, which police station did you get brought to?
So they brought me to the cantonment complex.
Okay. And which floor was the lockup?
7th floor.
7th floor, which if I'm not wrong, that is for licensing.
You go before me, don't anyhow lah.
I have to, because I have to apply for police licenses.
Have you seen the cantonment? It's very big.
Yeah, so on the same floor,
7th floor?
they approve licenses
Yeah.
for performances, entertainment. They also have the lockup next to the licensing
Not
people.
next lah, got other things also. You think, you know?
Oh yeah, sorry. Wait, what other things? What other things?
Like this thing and that thing.
I'm gonna say that the I kicked a man with hair story is the lie.
It's actually a true story. Just that it didn't happen to me. Someone else told it to me. So you have the Netflix, you have the funeral, and the underwear.
Undergarments.
Underwear here. I am going to assume the Netflix story is fake because I don't think that's like a Netflix show. That's like an online streaming kind of show.
You are correct. That was the lie. I never even got to Netflix.
Oh, you never got to
I never even got to
I
Netflix.
overestimated you and your bow ties.
That's why I put it on.
Thank you for watching. Tune in to the Public Library Singapore Facebook page every night at 7 p.m. this week for more funny videos. We've got a lot of things happening. Other comics, other improvisers, people that would tell you their books that you want to read. Check that all out. It's free, no registration required. My name is Jacky. This is Sam. Bye-bye.